as well, your referee for this all-important second semi-final. As the teams now poise for a photo before the battle begins. Ashwin Amitesh Singh is the referee and will be assisted by assistant referee 1, Jasnil Vishal Singh, and the second assistant referee is Shanil Jitesh Prasad. The fourth official, Rakesh Chandra, and if the fifth official is needed, Ranjitesh Kumar is there to provide support. As we have a look at the stadium construction, Suva team now, Aquila Matai Suva, the ever-trusted gloves and the reaching arms of Aquila Matai Suva in goal. Inoke Turangalalai and Ramayoru Takiata, the twin centre-backs. Amani McCoy Valembalavu, more fondly known as just Amani McCoy on the left, and Giri Kumu is their right back. They have 4 in midfield, Molis Kagame and Dave Randringai to lead the engine room, with Ramzan Khan on the left and Abhishek Deo to the right. Ravinesh Karan Singh and the hot on his heels, the leading goal scorer thus far in the tournament, Joe Moses, are the 2 strikers. The Rewa side, Ajay Trading Rewa, James Dooro in goal. 4 at the back, Samu Kautonga, Gabi Matanesinga, Kavaya Rawanga, and Dylan Shankar. John Elick and Patrick Joseph. John, the Solomon Islander, and the ever-trustworthy Patrick Joseph are going to marshal the midfield with Ivan Kumar and Josiah Sela. John Orumbulu is missing this match due to suspension. He's been appearing in the starting 11, has also been used off the bench, so he's not in the squad today, and taking charge up front for Rewa as they kneel down in the center circle, giving thanks to the Almighty above for bringing them thus far into the tournament and all the faith, all the devotion needed to get them through to the next stage. Same with Suva. Stadium construction Suva, but Tevita Waranivalu and Setereki Hughes lead the charge up front for Ajay Trading Rewa.
And Rewa have taken charge of the field after we saw the bowing out of the defending champions Lautoka and Lambasa confirmed for the grand final. Remember, Aquila Matai Suva is the only goalkeeper in this tournament who has not conceded a single goal. When you look at it, the Rewa side, they have scored 2 and they have conceded 2, while Suva, they have scored 7 goals into this competition.
Aquila Matai Suva now establishing himself as the leading stopper, the goalkeeper to not have conceded any goals from 3 pool matches already played and now into the semi-finals. And if you look at the roll of honors that was earlier highlighted, defending champions Lautoka are now out. Paradise Seafood Supplies Lautoka having kissed the tournament goodbye. So it is now up to Extra Supermarket Lambasa, and on the other side of the coin we have these 2 teams in front of us, Ajay Trading Rewa and Stratum Construction Suva. Now Suva have won the tournament 4 times and Rewa have won it on 3 occasions. So from 9 times that Suva has played, they've won it 4 times. Rewa, they've played 6 times, they've won 3. So will it be Suva that have the chance to battle with Extra Supermarket Lambasa tomorrow? Both of them having won the tournament 4 times, and the chance for Rewa, Ajay Trading Rewa, to bring some parity to that and claim their 4th title. So those are the...
That was the chance that came on the screen there. Ravinesh Karan Singh, the captain, almost getting a good start there for Suva.
Stats on the roll of honors thus far, and the opportunity that we talked about for Rewa to claim their 4th title. But if Lambasa and Suva do it, it will be their 5th. This coverage on My TV, on the airwaves of My TV, is coming to you with the kind compliments of All Freight Logistics, a one-stop shop for all your freight and logistics needs, Glamada Investments, Quality Distributors and Office Supplies, Manasa Exports Fiji, 4R Electrical and General Contractors, Dial Sawmillers, Stratham Construction, Southern Forest, your sustainable timber experts, alongside Flip Hygiene. That free kick, once again, chopped down to Suva players. One of them, Dave Randringai and Amani McCoy, the other, sandwiching and taking down Tevita Waranivalu. The crowd looks on, those in the embankment braving the concrete, having sat through 100 minutes of football already in the first semi-final. So congratulations once again to the Red Army, the fans of Extra Supermarket Lambasa, players and their families, for making it through to the final of the Big Fiji Fest 2025. On the screen, number 9 for Suva. Right now it's all thumbs up. Joe Moses, the Vanuatu international, the leading goal scorer of the tournament thus far, having scored 4 goals already, and I'm sure those knives, X's all sharpened, looking to increase the tally in the semi-final.
Yeah, that gives a big break in between the highest goal scorer, Joe Moses, and Saula Wanga. Joe Moses on 4, Saula Wanga on 3, and out of the tournament now, Saula. So Joe Moses has 4. And the next one in contention is Lambasa's Rusiatin Doi, who has scored 2 goals. So that battle continues. Setaraki Hughes for Rewa has 1, and there are others 2 that can be in contention tomorrow.
And what responsibility will Rusiate Dundoi have on his shoulders tomorrow when Extra Supermarket Lambasa appear in the finals as Christopher Wasasala, one of their marquee players? The center forward will not be in the mix, will not be in the lineup because of that red card today.
Yeah, and for those of you fans out there here in Fiji watching the My TV pay-per-view live streaming presentation, you can win more prizes, remember, right until the final match. And the question rather for semi-final number 2 is who scored the only goal in semi-final number 1. So you have to send in your answer to the My TV Messenger, who scored the only goal in semi-final number 1. And the prizes, the first one is from Glamada Investment, a car charger, and the other one is from Quality Distributors, and that is a car care hamper.
Waranivalu, Tevita, still Ravinesh Karan Singh comes back to provide support in defense. Corner kick.
Kamal Hassan, former Rewa rep, is cheering for Rewa all the way from USA.
Seta. Waranivalu, Dilon Shankar now, he will launch one into the box, and underneath it was looking for Samu Kautonga. Aquila Matai Suva does well, comes out quickly, makes it his, then an overarm throw. Abhishek Deo unable to control. Rewa, Kavaya Rawanga, Ravinesh Karan Singh to contend with. Ravinesh, the captain for the day, does well. Kavaya will come away with the throw-in. In support, Josiah Sela. Dillon. Under pressure, Ramzan Khan. Mohammed Ramzan Khan does well. Ravinesh. Rather, this is Joe Moses. And Joe with a drive. Good setup. Early mistakes. Early jitters trying to shake that off. Butterflies. Ramzan Khan, he did well. Kebi in between Kebi Matanasinga. Joe Moses. The chance. The drive. Up and away, setting the pace early, straighten construction Suva.
Good work there by Ramzan from the left hand side, and Joe Moses waited for it. Maybe a bit of a difficult angle, acute angle for him, and taking it away from the frame of the goal. But then he came very, very close. The highest goal scorer of the Big Fiji Fest 2025.
Sometimes the center forwards, the strikers, they do that. Take a couple of those shots at goal, set your targets right. And as they say, you throw a lot of mud on the wall, some will stick. That is the one that they are all waiting for, the one that will hit the target. James De Oro, the Solomon International.
7.5 minutes gone here, and we have seen Suva, the home team, very much dominant on the field of play, and they do not have to worry too much about their goal area, as Aquila Mate Suva has been a reliable goalkeeper, but Rewa too, they have the Solomon Islands futsal goalkeeper.
Romero Takeata needs to be careful. He chops the Rewa player down. Got the ball on that occasion and not the player. Lucky to come away. As they watch it go out. Now, if you look at it, the last time these two teams played at HFC Bank Stadium, they met in the Extra Premier League. And in that game, it was Ajay Trading Rewa that came out on top, 3-2, a couple of months back. But this is a different ball game altogether. Stakes are higher. An opportunity to make their appearance in the final of the Big Fiji Fest 2025 awaits. Into the box they come once again. Ivan Kumar, but doing well at the back. Amani McCoy. Suva will control. Amani once again. Molis Kagame now. Abhishek Deo. Abhishek Sela. Abhishek did well, was looking for Ravinesh, headed away. Delon Shankar. Patrick Joseph will control. Devita. Oh, a nice through ball. Setting it up for Ivan. Ivan into the box. It will come and flying high. And we've seen Aquila Matai Suva do this on several occasions. Ball comes in, grabs it, and then straight out to the player keeping the momentum going.
Reflective save, reflective reaction from Aquila Matai Suva, who is very much getting closer to being the Golden Glove winner into this competition if he doesn't concede any goal from here onwards.
Surely will be, with no goals conceded, Suva 100% they would want to maintain that record. Playing it on the right flank, Patrick Joseph lets one sail, and coming back is Amani to watch it go out of play. John Alec, the tall, lanky Solomon Islander John, he had his foot in the way. Suva, Dave has a lot of room in front of him. 3 Rewa players try and surround him. Joe Moses. Samu Kautonga will clear. Delon won't get to it. It will be a throw-in for Suva. James De Oro guiding play from the back, asking his players where he wants them to be, and the assistant referee will make this call. Free kick, running back. Mazinoke Turangalailai, he is the guilty party. He will have some talking to by the referee. Yes, Ashwin it is. Lets him go, lets him off with a warning. Seta sets it up quickly. Kawaya. Rawanga. Josiah Sela. Rameru. Better physical play from Rameru, and gets a laugh in there too. They're all laughing now. Wait until you get the first goal of this match, and the Southern Derby sets alight.
If there's any rising star in this Big Fiji Fest 2023, then we just saw number 3 on your screen. Suva's Abhishek Deo is one of those promising footballers that has been discovered into this tournament.
They're asking Romero Takiata, asking for the play to stop. In fact, it's a Rewa player that is down, Tevita Waranivalu, and he's attending to him. And he's asking the Rewa players to tone it down, get the ball out of the pitch so that Tevita could be attended to. Looks like there was a knee to the back.
Great gesture there by Romero Takiata, the Rambi Islander, the policeman, and he went straight into the aid of his former national team colleague of Ratu Tevita Waranivalu, another police officer there. So a lot of concerns shown by the Suva player on the Rewa player.
12.5 minutes gone, and we thank once again our sponsors, the kind compliments of whom is enabling this coverage to come to you live on My TV. All Freight Logistics, your one-stop shop for all your freight and logistics needs. Glamada Investments, that question for the second match, and the prize also from them. So all those of you watching locally from Fiji, you have a chance to grab 2 amazing prizes in this match as well. Also, with the courtesy of quality distributors and office supplies, that car care kit is in amongst the prizes being given out today. Manasa Exports Fiji, for our electrical and general contractors, Dayal Sawmillers PD Limited, Stratham Construction, Southern Forest, your sustainable timber experts, alongside Flick Hygiene.
Also welcoming to the pay-per-view live streaming is the president of Fiji Secondary Schools Football Association, Mr. Aminesh Ram, and the team out there, acknowledging the live streaming that is being presented by My TV, the My TV pay-per-view live streaming, and also welcoming all the way from Edmonton in Canada, Mohammed Samsud with Asad Ali, Abi Kasim, Hussein Khan, and Denny Shah, all enjoying Lambasa's victory into the semi-final.
Definitely LA euphoria is being felt after their 1-0 win over Paradise Seafood Supplies Lautoka, with LA, as they call them, Lambasa, Extra Supermarket Lambasa, awaiting the winner of this game. So counting down the minutes, and then of course counting down the hours to the all-important final fixture tomorrow afternoon from HFC Bank Stadium, Suva. Tevita Waranivalu, he will come off. Might still need some attention. Yeah, he's sitting down, in fact, so the Rewa bench will attend to him as the play resumes, and Patrick Joseph will kick it out of play once again. Fair play, and very sportsmanlike of them to give the possession to Suva. Stratham Construction, Suva, John Alec, Ivan Kumar, the Tiger, unable to get to him, but Rewa control. Sela, this one is at the Ricky Hughes, but doing well and taking it away. Giri Kumbu, Patrick Joseph in the middle. Suva, David Andrengai picks one off Patrick Joseph, but the final pass, not a good one in the middle, and 4 of the Suva players on the lone Rewa defender, and a yellow card flashed very quickly coming out from Ashwin Singh.
Yellow card to Dave Randringai for hands used in the process. As we watch it here on the screens, watch Dave get up from there, and that retaliation there on John Alec, straight on the head.
If you look at it, the height advantage with John Alec, but going underneath, and the foul play from Tavi Randringai, and that's the first yellow card in the 17th minute, flashed to Tavi. Referee talks to Ravinesh Karan Singh as well. They say dedication, discipline, and defense wins you the games. Of course, the strikers there, the centre forwards also have to do their job. They helped out in many occasions, but the midfielders and the defenders who also managed to get their names on the score sheet. Abhishek Dev, a loose one from him, playing it from the back. Kawaya Rawanga. And then now he loses it. Giri Kumbu. Tawe already cautioned on a yellow card very early in this match. Abhishek Dev happy to just let Kawaya Rawanga kick that one out of play once again. Giri. Mollis Kagame, the target this time, gets him, but then hits Patrick Joseph on the face and comes up for another Suva throw. Mollis in the middle. Oh, pickpocketed. Satareki Hughes, he watches and he saw Aquila Matai Suva was offline and then goes for one. He dialed the ringer from outside the Suva penalty box, but nowhere near the target, nowhere near where he would have wanted to place that one. Unlike the other semi-final that we have just witnessed, high octane, high energy, all that adrenaline rush from the very first minute of play. Christopher Wasasala set the match alight. Isikeli Sevanaya with a save before that penalty that was converted, giving Lambasa the victory. This match is slightly different, with both teams taking a very cautious approach. The Southern Derby, they know each other all too well, especially the home team, Stratham Construction Suva. Like we mentioned earlier, a quick reminder that the last time these two teams played, it was Ajay Trading Rewa that took that match away 3-2. If you look at the last 6 meetings, in fact, going back all the way to the National Soccer League 2023, the last 6 meetings, it's interesting that Rewa have only won one of those last 6 meetings, the one that we talked about. Suva has won 3, with 2 of those ending in a draw. So interesting stats and accounts there as well of how these two teams have fared against each other. The last 6 times that they have faced, Ivan Kumar, just a lapse of concentration. There was a good opportunity for Ivan, really, only if he had managed to control the ball. Giri, Takiara, and then now he is unable to control. Rewa, come away. Ivan into the box. Seta, oh, he did well. Turns the sliding tackle. 2 of the Suva players on him, and they finally, the referee says, no, Seta, with the Suva player down, there was a foul in there from you. Aquila Matai Suva resets and restarts. From what we've seen in the first 20 minutes already, Rewa playing the length of the field. They've been crisp sometimes, pinpoint passes, looking confident, trying to create those opportunities. Suva holding back, more poised, turning defense into attack. No team really so far has had any clear opportunity at goal.
Both the sides sizing up each other here, having the opportunities but not able to execute it right till the box. And here into the later stages of this match, we have seen the possession dominated by Rewa and Suva, with that formidable midfield that they have around David Randrigai. That is where they are holding possession for most of the time, as we can watch now. Watch the movements of the white jerseys there, while Rewa quickly getting themselves back in defense.
Suva doing well. Straight on construction, Suva to keep the shape. And when they move, you can see the patterns created as Joe Moses. Although there was a Suva player that was down, Joe Moses opted to go for that shot at the Rewa goal mouth. And now they're calling it back and asking whether there will be a free kick for Suva. Molis Gagame is the player that is down as the medics rush in. And because Suva played it already, Joe Moses, does not look like that it will be called back for a free kick. Rewa will come away with the goal kick.
First turn for him and into the semi-final. Brian Singh has done impressively well into this competition, and like we said, they have scored a massive 7 goals out of the 3 matches they have played, and they haven't conceded any. So that speaks volumes about their attacking spree in the midfield as well as the defense work that they have done in the previous 3 matches, and already into the 23rd minute of this match.
Ashwin, the referee, will drop it for James De Oro. Back to the referee, and play resumes. De Oro. Abhishek Deo, and now they will call a foul on him. Samu Kotonga did well with the assistant referee calling a foul by Abhishek Deo. Samu Kotonga knows all too well how to handle pressure and those techniques in defense. Set up with a header, setting it up for Josiah Sela. Suva defense will clear. Ramzan, high foot. Ramzan trying to play it quickly. Sela in front of him. Dave in the middle. 3 Rewa players with him. Dave will lose it. Ivan Kumar, Giri Kumbu does enough to just nod it away. Rewa will play it from behind. Kavaya. Kavaya Rawanga. John Ellick. Is he Solomon Islander? Back to Kavaya. Ivan, Kavaya, the quick 1-2. Kavaya racing in. Ivan trying to keep himself onside. Kavaya tried to come away with a cross. Rewa, another corner. Building up slowly, but looking promising so far. Kavaya
Good
did well.
Good touches that time between the Rewa players in the midfield as they came on the left flank, and Kavaya Rawanga at the helm of it, the experienced left back. He has been there for a long time, and he knows where to be, and the passes that is coming from him is quite instrumental for Rewa.
Also looks like Abhishek Deo has picked up an injury. Probably the referee has seen some blood in there too, so asking for him to be attended to. Taking no risks as Rewa. Ivan Kumar, there was not a good corner kick at all. Fortunate though. Suva, that clearance, setting up another corner kick for Rewa. This time Kavaya Rawanga. Looking for his targets in the box. Kavaya, now his corner kick straight to a Suva player is Joe Moses. Slow. Lucky though, comes back for Suva. Patrick Joseph with a header. Kavaya. Joe Moses guarding him. Kavaya with that infield cross and another corner. So pressure now mounting. Building up all that magma. Will there be lava flow? Will there be an eruption? Will there be a goal? Ivan into the box, looking for the header, and Giri Kumbu was well beaten, and Samu Kautonga sneaking in behind him, but had straight away offside, straight just a little, and as soon as he got a touch, the assistant referee's flags were up. The flag was up. Aquila Matai Suva. Abhishek Deo, the target, does find him, neatly done so, Aquila, and then he tries to set up Joe Moses, and a foul. John Alec is the guilty party, and without any warning, a yellow card. Straight away, a yellow card flashed to John Alec.
We spoke about number 3 for Suva, Abhishek Deo. Watch him here, the crafty midfielder, and they had to come in and get him down. Otherwise, that was a very promising play from Abhishek Deo. He has been instrumental from the first match into this tournament and has been growing with every game.
Indeed, he has been. Rameru Takiate almost looked like he was gonna come away with a long free kick, but decides to go short. And the man that we have just talked about, Abhishek Deo, tried to put one into the box, came away off Kavaya, Suva, building, Molis Gagame, and he did get his hand to it, so it will be called a handball. And talking of hands, some action last weekend in Canada. Para, we say hello to you. Dave, Ramzan, quick 1-2, and then Ramzan, Giri Kombu switching play from the left. They come to the right, but it is quickly closed down. No channel there to walk their way into the Rewa half. They play it back to the left. Amani McCoy will control. Skorinoki Turangalalai for support, doesn't need him. We'll go back to Dave, Ravinesh. Delon Shankar did well, and then the 1-2, Tevita. Waranivalu, Dillon was looking for Seta. Oh, acrobatic, quick one from Joe Moses, but he had floated offside, then coming back on to receive the ball. Well picked up by the assistant referee.
Rewa knows if Suva scores, then it is that man, Joe Moses, who stands as the highest goal scorer, very much targeting for that Golden Boot award tomorrow, as he has 4 goals to his name, and the next players are at 2. So he is in a pole situation at the moment as far as the goal scoring situation is concerned.
Yeah, the next one after that is Rusiaten Doidoi of Extra Supermarket Lambasa, 2 goals to his name. So if he wants to dethrone this guy, the Ni Vanuatuan, the under 23, as well as the Vanuatu international Joe Moses, Rusiate Doindoi will have to score 3 or more tomorrow, pending Joe Moses does not get any in this match. So, talking about what needs to be done for that Golden Boot award, it looks far-fetched already for anybody to catch this guy who's been hot on his heels, Joe Moses. Good sliding tackle, Mollis. Now, Dave, John Ellick comes back to control. Kavaya, he's got room and he's got support. He had Ivan Kumar, but tries to go for Seta. Aquila comes out quickly, does well. Into the middle they come, center circle, Dave. The no-look pass from Ramzan. Then the 1-2 with Dave again, setting up play from the middle. Abhishek Deo, will he be able to get to it? A little bit too far away for Abhishek to control, and goes away for a throw-in to Rewa.
That man on your screen again proved why he is the goalkeeper that has not conceded a single goal after playing 3 of the 90 minutes, and the 4th one here, 30 minutes completed, and yet he has been very reliable in terms of a goalkeeper, Aquila Matai Suva.
Yeah, also did well to come out quickly, so reading play, and that's an important, very important part of the job that goalkeepers do. They have the best vision on the pitch, always watching the action from behind. Kavaya. Tevita does well to control. Surrounded by three Suva players. Ivan. And then Giri Komu making sure gives no room or space or the chance for Ivan to control and put across in the box. Kavaya does well to keep the ball in the field of play. Romero will head it. Patrick, Gabby, Matanasinga, and really 40 yards away. Only very few of them do land into the back of the net. This one, Aquila happy to just watch it go away to his left. A shout out also. My TV is thinking of all those in care homes, in the hospitals, soccer fans or not, would have loved to be here watching the action at HFC Bank Stadium or catching the action live on my TV. Fiji wide and those outside of Fiji as well, ardent soccer fans, a shout out, warm reception to you as well, as these two teams, Stratum Construction, Suva, and Ajay Trading, Rewa, battle it out. Southern Derby, and together with that spot, the only spot at the Kavaya Rawanga, we talked about the spot and placing it in between the legs of the Suva player, nutmegged him way too easily. The crowd loving that. And like I was saying, so not just a spot in the finals of the Big Fiji Fest 2025, but also with that, as we watch again in between Kagame, yeah, it was Mollis Kagame and Kavaya Rawanga. Embarrassing Mollis on that occasion. So not just a final spot awaiting, but also the bragging rights, because this is the Southern Derby, the two neighbors, Rewa and Suva. Tevita, Waranivalu. At least got 5 players to contend with. Really nobody from Rewa there to provide support. It does come away with a cross. John Ellick will do well to regather. Kavaya with that first time cross in the box, the header through! And that first time cross into the box, making the most of that opportunity. And in the, we'll try to find out the time, but the opening goal, Josiah Sela, he climbed high. He knew that first time cross coming into the box from Kavaya Rawanga, as the bench absolutely loving it. Ivan Kumar John Ellick setting it up for Kavaya. 2 of the Amani Makoi, they are ball watching, and this is the first goal that has now gone in. All that hard work to keep a clean sheet, and Josiah makes it Rewa 1 and Suva 0.
That sends the fans celebrating here in the grandstand at HFC Bank Stadium, as Josiah Sela scores the first goal against the impressive Aquila Matai Suva, and also the first goal into semi-final number 2. It took them about 35 minutes here to break the deadlock, and it has sent them dancing and celebrating here in Suva. Rewa, they get that deserving goal from Sela, and Josiah Sela now joins Serosi Nalaumbu and Rosiatin Doing on 2 goals each.
Josiah Sela breaking the deadlock, and the fans breaking into a frenzy, whether you call it a break dance or those dances that are attuned, and the moves attuned to the drums that are rolling, and it is the Lambasa fans in-house that are continuing to stay behind to find out who their opponents will be in the final tomorrow. And when the beats roll, the fans taking advantage of that, absolutely loving the atmosphere here and grooving to the beats. The Rewa bench would be elated, and that goal really came out of nowhere. The cross into the box, Ivan Kumar, then John Ellick did well to follow through, setting it up for Kavaya.
And it looks like Ratu Tevita Waranivalu will be replaced by Yosef Verebo. We saw some movements at the Rewa bench, and Ratu Tevita Waranivalu has been not that comfortable in the group matches too, and here he feels the same, and is now being replaced by this man, Joseph Verbo. Talking about Josiah Sela, he has been that prolific scorer in his prime days when he started playing in his young days, those youthful days when he joined Rewa. And then the injury took him away from the goal scoring sheet. And today he returns to score when it matters the most.
Yeah, Josiah Seller did really well to climb high as the Suva defenders, Stratum Construction Suva defenders watched, looked on, and taking advantage of that cross into the box from Kavaya. What a header, what a goal. Deadlock broken, and so is the clean sheet that Aquila Matai Suva has enjoyed thus far. No goals were scored against him. This one, the first, and it's an all-important one, as it has Ajay Trading Rewa leading by a goal to nil. And now all that work to do. Little under 8 minutes remaining in the first half. In as far as the 45 is concerned. The chance and good save. Aquila reading that well. Joseph Overvo, the first touch. Just into the match now, replacing Tevita Waranivalu. Set up well for him. The left-footed drive. How many times we have seen him do that? On many occasions they land in the back of the net, but this time around Aquila Matai Suva equal to it.
The famous headline of the super sub, Josefo Verevo, could have been labeled there, but then Aquila Matai Suva knew where he was placing. Rewa really has gained momentum after scoring that goal, and the home team, Suva, has a lot to work out at the halftime break.
Rewa were building up. They were looking more promising of the two teams, the many corners, and then finally setting it up for that goal from Sela. And after that goal, that surely has given them a lot of confidence, riding high, enjoying majority of the possession in the last 5 minutes or so. Ajay Trading Rewa, the referee will call for a free kick and he might go into his pockets again. He does, and this time around, Amani McCoy, Valembalavu will get the yellow card. Delon Shankar telling the referee there was more than just cynical play. There was an elbow, and it should be more than just a yellow. But the referees, the match officials, are the closest to the action. There's nothing more than a yellow card to Amani Mako. Gives the opportunity for the players. Short breather, time to get some water. And with that, we once again acknowledge and thank our sponsors, All Freight Logistics, one-stop shop for all your freight and logistics needs. Glamada Investments, keep those answers coming in to the question for this match, alongside quality distributors and office supplies. 2 prizes to give away. Manasa Exports Fiji, Big Vinaka Vakalevu to Manasa Exports, 4R Electrical and General Contractors, Dayal's Sawmillers Limited, Stratum Construction, Southern Forest, your sustainable timber experts, as well as Flick Hygiene. 5 more minutes now, little under 5 more minutes remaining in the 45. Joe Moses was looking for Abhishek Deo. Kavaya Rawanga comes, does well to clear. Giri Kumbuna, that's not a good one. It will be controlled in the middle, and they were looking for Seta. They will find Seta. Seta Ricky Hughes. Giri Kumbu does get the ball away from him, but the referee stops play once again. Brings them back. Breaks all the momentum. And Rewa, Seta, Kavaya, John Alec. Kavaya. Amani does well to head it away. Now, Ramzan, we've seen very little of him. Suva not using the left flank or the spaces in and around that area too much in the first half. Maybe that is something the coaching bench, the coaching panel will pick up. Ravinesh, Ramzan, out again, another throw in. So happy to build slowly. Ravi Ramzan does well. Ravinesh and Ramzan, well, they've had one too many touches on the left as the cross comes in. Abhishek, Molis Kagame, and well, the fans, as much as we do, the fans also trying to make out and really understand what Molis Kagame was trying to do with that. James Odoro will be happy to face attempts like that at the Rewa goal all day long. Ivan, ball watching really on that occasion. Molis Kagame as Ivan takes it away. Rewa, John, Patrick, Kavaya, they made use of the left lane really well. Rewa in the first half. Giri, the referee says no. Giri, you gotta go back. It was almost a corner flag from where the ball went out. Seta. He saw Aquila Matai Suva off his line and decided to go for a cheeky finish past Aquila. But equal to that occasion, Aquila knew exactly what Seta was doing. Gabi now. Gabrieli Matanesinga. Samu Kautonga. Will he go for the safety of sending it back all the way to the goalkeeper? No, he does not. Kavaya Rawanga. Abhishek Deo just does enough to get his foot to it. But Rewa will be happy to slow it down. They have the lead. The all-important lead. The goal to nil. Then Josiah Sela go. Suva really relying on the counters. Rewa have not. But now they will. Setting it up. Dillon. Setereki Hughes. 5 Suva players in front of him. Not giving him any space, any chance to come away with the attempt. And then finally when Patrick Joseph does so, it just floats past Aquila. Building really well, the tiki-taka from Rewa. Aquila will put it just outside the center circle. Does well. Abhishek Deo controls. Ivan Kumar tried. Abhishek still with it, and then the pass to Joe Moses does not stick. Tawi. Kavaya, look at him. Kavaya really has been the toast of the Rewa defense thus far. He has set up the goal as well, that assist, and the goal from Josiah Sela. Having to do all the hard work in defense too. How many times have you heard us say Kavaya has 4 minutes of air time is shown, 4 minutes separating. And now Joe Moses, and coming out quickly, James Odoro. James Oro, he knew Joe Moses, his fellow Islander, but that would not have counted as the assistant referee, David Randengai, Samuel Akautonga, caught in 6s and 7s as he sets up Joe Moses. James Oro does well to come out quickly, preventing any harm coming to the Rewa goal mouth. But like we were saying earlier, if Joe Moses got a touch, or if he did score the goal, the assistant referee had his flag up.
A lot of confidence shown there by James Odoro, the goalkeeper for the Rewa side here, the Solomon Islands futsal goalkeeper, national team goalkeeper. And Rewa defense has been organized quite well. Yes, we have talked about Kavaya Rawanga and the setup, that the delivery from the left hand side that was met well by Josiah Sela is a testimony of that.
Fancy footwork from Berevo, John Alec with a cross, and Aquila Matai Suva does well. He knew exactly where that was going to drop in the box, preventing Sela from sneaking in another one. Ramzan
Hello.
taken down. Delon Shankar it is. Yeah, a bit of a hefty challenge, a heavy challenge rather, on Ramzan Khan from Delon. Wait for medics to attend to Ramzan and the free kick to come. 2 minutes of added time played already. And Ajay Trading Rewa lead Stratum Construction Suva by a goal to nil. The Suva coach looks on. That looks like the head of physiotherapy at Fiji FA, Noel Augustine from India, that's doing all the running and attending to players as they give it their all, fighting warriors really for their districts, wearing the red and the white with a lot of pride. Suva, Stratum Construction Suva, trying to set something up for themselves, trailing by a goal to nil. Dave, Amani, Ramzan. Oh, the back heel to Amani. He does get to it. Quick 1-2 from Suva. John Alec marshalling his, well, he's wearing 18, so not the opposite number, 16, Amani. A lot of action in this match already, a physical battle. 2 yellow cards flashed to Stratum Construction Suva, David Andringai and Amani McCoy. 1 to Rewa, John Alec. Corner kick to come. Joe Moses, cleared away by Rewa. Remeru, will he send one into the box? No. Abhishek Deo, he sends one in. Headed away by the Rewa defense. Ramzan Khan controls. He will float one in. Giri Kumbu climbing high, headed away by Samu Kautonga. Here he is once again. And as they do so, that is all the time we have for you in the first half. It comes to an end with Stratum Construction Suva trailing Ajay, trading Rewa by a Rewa. Have their hands up, better of the two teams in the first half. Stratum Construction Suva down by a goal to nil. As they look on, there will be a change. The fourth official, Rakesh Chandra, signals the change with Meryl Nand replacing Abhishek Deo. So the impressive Abhishek Deo has been taken off the field of play and replacing him on the left flank on the right rather, for Stratum Construction Suva is Meryl Nunn. All to play for in the second half. We've already seen the team that came through as the best from the group. That Group A, Lautoka, 7 points, no losses, went down to Extra Supermarket Lambasa by a goal to nil, and similarly so in this second semi-final, coming out into the semi-finals from Group B with 7 points, and as the group winners, Stratum Construction Suva are also down by a goal to nil. Will this scoreline remain, or will there be a change? Will we see Rewa pile on more goals, or will Stratum Construction Suva come back and give us an entertaining match that the Southern Derby always promises to be? As we kick off the second half, let us also welcome back to the commentary Master Nadim Muhammad.
Is the Lambasa, the waiting Lambasa team in the grand final tomorrow. The Suva fans, the home fans here, will surely want the capital city side to be in the final tomorrow. Otherwise, it will be Rewa that will accompany Lambasa in the grand final.
Satereki Hughes, he has 5 Suva players guarding him very closely, looking for support, not coming. Finally, they have players in there to provide support. Ivan Kumar, Patrick. Back to Patrick. John Ellick. Sela, the target, and he will find himself offside. Early free kick for Suva. What we've seen in the first half and coming into the second half now, but certainly the first Rewa, Ajay Trading Rewa seem to have mastered the art of possession football, and we've seen them do that. The tiki-taka, the 1-2 to set up play, a lot of cohesion in how Rewa move the ball around. And if you give them an inch of space, you see them claim a mile. And it was all that was needed in the first half is Josiah Sela rose to the occasion to head the ball home as they set up another one. And will it go in? It does not. A nice lofted one. And it looked like it was Josiah Sela, Aquila Matai Suva, got a hand to it. Satereki Hughes had the chance, but it did not fall for him. Very, very fortunate. Straightem Construction Suva, Ajay Trading Rewa to come away with a corner.
Seta and Josiah Sela at the time almost sealed things here for themselves with that second goal cushion. It was just that bounce that did not favor Seta.
The corner kick comes in. Aquila Matai Suva taking matters into his own hands, but almost gifting a goal. Samu Kautonga all the way from the defense, the central defense, helping out in attack. Has the height. That's why they come forward for the corner. Patrick Joseph. Has John Ellick for support. Foul on Patrick Joseph. Molis Kagame. Free kick to come. Kavaya Rawanga into the box, climbing high. Well done. Aquila grabs, then lashes one out quickly. Rather releases one quickly. And lashing out for that was Joe Moses. But it comes all the way back here. Now done well. Rewa. He will come in with an attempt. 50-50 ball rather. Was surely an attempt, but could have gone either way. Waiting for it was Aquila Matai Suva though. Ramzan Khan is the one on the screens. Maryland makes the chase. He is the new man, the fresh man in the field. Certainly brings a lot of speed to the Suva attack. Amani, Ramzan. Ivan will just nod it out of play, throw in. Amani asking Ramzan to leave it behind for him. You go join the attack. Merrill. Cleared away. Kebi Matanasinga it was. Patrick Joseph, fancy footwork, manages to regather. Setareki Hughes, only if he can release Josiah Sela. Suva players doing well, but then ball watching, complaining to the referee. That will not help. Sela, Seta, Vervo is there for support. Setareki Hughes tries to fire one in. The push, no, says the referee. There will not be a penalty. Rewa players looking for it. Joe Moses. And then he will end up fouling Kavaya. Rewa bench under pressure. Claiming for that penalty, and now talking to the fourth official, rather the assistant referee as well, and the fourth official, Rakesh Chandra, will come in and ask the Rewa coaching panel to remain on the area that's marked for them. Kavaya, will he send one in again? Does well, and he was, well, you could almost say, trying to fool Aquila. Looked like a cross in the box, but it was really headed towards the back of the net, but Aquila did well together. Maryland, the match certainly has picked up pace in the second half. Little over 6 minutes played. Ivan. Seta Hughes. Sefo was looking for Seta again, but Amani and Takieta will then control. Kavaya. Looking for Seta Hughes. Puts both his hands up and knows he sent it way too far for Seta together. Amani. You have a chance to win yourself 2 cool prizes courtesy of Glamada Investments and Quality Distributors, giving away a prize each for this second semi-final for all the fans that are watching from around Fiji. So the local fans have a chance to get their hands on the prize. We'll ask Master Nadeem to let us know what the question is for this for the second semi-final.
Yeah, the question for the second semi-final is who scored that lone goal in the first semi-final. Remember, you have to send in your answer to the MyTV Messenger, and your correct answer will go into the draw, and there will be prizes that will come your way from the sponsors. So keep sending the messages, your answers on the MyTV Messenger as to who scored that lone goal in semi-final number 1.
Takiera will send a long one. Ivan Kumar clears. Amani underneath it. Ramzan does well. Away from Delon Shankar. But Delon and I will combine. Molis Kagame pushes it back. Amani. Suva really trying to up the ante. Kavaya will take it away. Verovo. Slow. Takieta. Amani trying to switch play. Looking for Ravinesh Karan on the right to Oro. Fancy footworks from him. Gathers and then sets Kavaya off. Beautiful footworks. And taken down heavily. It will be a free kick. And very quick to his pocket. A yellow card to Takiata.
Also welcoming Master Sheikh Masood out there, enjoying and very happy that Lambasa has won the semi-final.
One of the Rewa players, the one taken down in the tackle by Takiata, needing some attention. He hasn't stood up after being brought down. Suva, the Suva bench, straight-arm construction. Suva preparing for a change. Joeli Ranitu is getting ready to come in.
If you remember, Chueli Ranitu being transported out from the ground that night, and now he is preparing himself to make a return into this Suva lineup as they trail by a goal to nil with 56 minutes getting completed.
Does have a headband, Joeli Ranitu, or the bandage around the head. So safety first as well for him. Will they wait for the change? Now the free kick into the box, floated in. Suva defenders head it away. Only as far as Satareki Hughes. Seta into the box again, but too close. Nowhere near any of the Rewa attackers. Rewa players in the box. Aquila Matai Suva collects and Gabrieli Matanisinga.
he will head it away. Kavaya, Sela, Josiah. Yes, Patrick for support. Decides not to take that channel. Ivan Kumar. Cedric Hughes. Battle with Amani McCoy and Seta. Amani will give away a free kick. He's already on a yellow card, Amani, so have to be really careful. Ashwin Singh, the referee, talks to him, and as they do that, they are pulling out Giri Kumbu, and replacing him at the back will be Choeli Ranitu. A lot of work to do for Ranitu and the brigade. Straight arm construction, Suva trailing by a goal to nil. The free kick to come, Gabrieli Matanesinga. Suva defenders do well. Amani, and now Verevo is the one that was subjected to that nutmeg earlier in the first half, if you remember. Molis Gagame, bit of embarrassment for him. Ramzan. Davi, cross into the box, and Ravinesh Karan Singh was sneaking behind Kavaya Rawanga. He peeped out, and as soon as Kavaya tried to take a second, Ravinesh Karan Singh was on his case. But lucky for Rewa and unfortunately for Ravinesh. It didn't fall for him quite perfectly though, the way he would have wanted to control it. Amani, Dillon to contend with. Suva will win the throw. Merrill. Fouled by Delon Shankar. Suva setting something up for themselves. This is a chance for a set piece play. Perfect this in the training grounds. And situations like this in a match of these proportions, place in the funnel of the 2025 big Fiji Fect awaits. Amani into the box it comes. Rewa defense will head it away. All the Suva players lining up behind that. So opportunity wasted by Suva. Rewa happy to keep possession, to keep chipping away at the blocks. They have the lead. Slender one though, just by a goal to nil. That goal in the first half, flying header. Well, climbing rather, not flying, but climbing definitely. That man there, Josiah Sela.
With an hour completed now and 30 more minutes to go into this semi-final number 2. Rewa very much dominating and controlling things here. They are without the star striker of John Orombulu, double yellow card suspension. Yet the others are rising to the occasion here and they lead by 1-0 at the completion of that hour.
Delon. Vervo, he will line one up. We've seen so many of that hit the target. But this one though, anywhere but near the target. Merrill. Merrill Nand, he has options. He decides to go out wide. Ramzan Khan away from Delon Shankar and then also away from Ivan Kumar. Dave in the box there. Chance, and what opportunity there for Merrill Nand. Just couldn't get his header to it. Suva building up slowly. And that quick one too. Ramzan Khan, the fancy footworks and the cross into the box.
Maryland waiting there in the box. Dave Randringai with a drop. And maybe he never thought that he will be that lucky. The ball will be just floating above him, and he had to position himself to follow through.
Yeah, just needed to ensure that he was reading the ball that was dropped into the box well, positioning method. If he was to get his head to it, Maryland missed opportunity for straight-arm construction. Suva. Molis Kagame watches that go out of play in vain. Really wanted to get a control of that ball. Vervo. Seta is in there trying to set it up for him. Brother Sela. Vervo. In comes the cross. Blocked. Corner kick. Kawaya Rawanga it was. Wave of attack. Attacks on the straight-arm construction. Suva goalmouth. Ajay trading Rewa. Doing well thus far. They have the decisive goal for now. Josiah Sela in the first half. Kawaya Rawanga. Floated into the box, headed away by Noket to Rangalalai. Falls for Seta. Choeli Ranitu, Seta, and then coming out quickly. Aquila Matai Suva, but in doing so, the goal scorer for Rewa is down. Needs medical attention and referee. Ashwin Singh quickly. Suva bench. Coach looks on. What must be going through his mind at this time, Master, as the coach looks on? Little under half an hour to play, and a lead for Rewa, and Suva down by a goal to nil.
Yeah, from Rodik's perspective, from Rewa's perspective, it's all about management now, time management, player management, and possession management. So it all goes to how they manage things for the remainder of this match. But for Suva, there is a lot of tactical movements, the tactical changes, and maybe numbers up front, more numbers up front is what they will be looking for. And keeping those important possessions to their toes will also matter for Suva.
Getting the most of the ball, keeping possession, executing those moves. If they do get a chance in the box, the players needing to keep composure. With the substitutions that Suva has made, those tactical changes, and you look at one of them, Joeli Ranitu, doing really well to get the ball away from two Rewa players, and then setting Meryl Nand running. Rewa will clear. Amani chests it down for Ramzan, and Meryl Nand, Delon Shankar, and then Meryl will foul Delon. Free kick to Rewa. A defensive one it will be. Happy to just wait, take all the time. They do have all the time on their side, and all the time in the world really to play it from the back. Gabi Matanisinga, the Rewa bench looks on. Gabrielli. Amani underneath it, and the hands out once again. Amani needs to be really careful. Yosefo Vervo felt the brunt of it from Amani, and now he's asking, did you see that? Talking to the referee, the elbow coming out. Last warning really, and there you see it already. Ashwin Singh telling Amani, you have a card, another one, and you are off the pitch. Patrick Joseph now setting it up for himself to take. Or will it be Ivan? He also has Ivan for support. The fourth official and the match referee. exchange of words there. Something for them to note. As Patrick Joseph, Ivan Shankar runs away, so Patrick will be the one. Floats it into the box, and Aquila Matai Suva does well to keep it in the field of play. Only his body off the goal line. Joeli Ranitu, Joe Moses. Now pushing it forward, Mollis Kagami. Joe Moses once again on a nice switch, but Ivan Kumar underneath it. Patrick, he will clear. Ramzan. The crowd did not like that at all. Distasteful from Ramzan and Mollis Kagami. Missed opportunity to build a play from the center circle. Patrick Joseph has taken a hard fall and he's down in the center circle, but the play continues. Ramzan just outside the Rewa penalty box now, does well, fancy footworks, into the box he comes and runs out of pitch, runs out of the field of play, and Rewa now come away with a goal kick.
This is the second time we are seeing Patrick Joseph. There he is on the ground in the second half. A while ago, he was down right into his own defensive area, and now in the center circle area. So surely Roderick might be thinking of having a relook at Patrick Joseph as to how much more he has to contribute here this evening, as they have a grand final to play if they do win this one. Suva, on the other hand, they are pushing numbers up front. They have got 4 defenders on most occasions, while they got 4 or 5 midfielders, and then they are moving in the shape to try and create options for themselves and get the needed equalizer with time running away from them now.
One of the things with pushing numbers forward is that you leave spaces in behind, and with the caliber of attackers that Ajay Trading Rewa have on the pitch, so that is something that Stratum Construction Suva have to also be on the lookout for. Pushing numbers forward, but doing it more strategically and not allowing the counter-attack to get them or punishing them any further. They will try to keep the scoreline to what it is, looking for that equalizer. And Patrick Joseph is now helped off the field of play, and that will be the end of his night. Patrick Joseph will be replaced by Ipeli Valebo. So while they lose Patrick, they in the quality and the caliber that Patrick possesses, and it's good to see his captain Setariki Hughes helping him off the field of play, as well as Dave from Suva. So that camaraderie is always there. Although competitors, fierce rivals, foes on the pitch, but when a man is down, they all come in for comfort and support. So Ipeli Valevo has gone in, replacing Patrick Joseph. Almost hitting the 70 minutes mark in this match, 20 more minutes remaining. Joeli Ranitu being asked to go back, so he opts for the goalkeeper to receive that throw-in. He gets it back from Aquila. Does well to get away from 2 of the Rewa players, but then the sliding tackle from John Alec. Now he too is on a caution, yellow card, so he also better be careful. There was a bit of a dangerous one, just sliding in front of Joeli Ranitu, bringing him down. They'll restart play all the way from the back. Aquila. Amani. Rather, Inoke it was to Amani. And then now Rewa will have possession once again. Ipeli Valevo, their new man. Kavaya. Verevo. Ramiro Takieta closely guarding him. Verevo. He can afford to do that. His team is in the lead. Kavaya. Quick throw. Valivo. He will run to the corner flag. Joel Ranitu and Ravinesh Karan Singh. They will clear. Kavaya. Over the top of the two waiting. Opts for Valivo instead. Suva giving away a corner kick. Our coverage to you on My TV is coming with the kind compliments of All Freight Logistics. One-stop shop for all your freight and logistic needs. Glamara Investments, quality distributors and office supplies. Manasa Exports Fiji, 4R Electric and General Contractors. Dayal Sawmills Limited, Stratum Construction, Southern Forest, your sustainable timber experts, alongside Flick Hygiene. Molis Kagame setting up quickly. Dave Randringai. Gabrieli Matanesinga gets away from him. Dave, the cross in the box. Meryl Nand leaving it for Ramzan. Ramzan, the chance here. Amani McCoy not being careful with it. Not too many opportunities like that will come by Mohammad Ramzan as the cross came in from Dave Randringai. Mohammad Ramzan lifting it, putting it on the silver platter for Amani McCoy. That karate style kick from Amani, floating in the air but not getting the ball as Rewa. Now they bring it back. And hitting the side netting is Sataraki Hughes.
On the other end, maybe
Valivo it was.
a low header from Amani McCoy could have paid dividends for them, as the positioning again costed them the chance to equalize. And Yosefo Verevo, we saw a glimpse of what he was for Rewa in his early days.
Meryl Nand cursing himself for giving that pass away. Ivan Kumar controls, and we talked about this as Suva push men forward, leaving a lot of spaces for the Rewa attackers and then the counter attackers, the helpers from in the midfield to come forward. John Alec turns away. Two Suva players bring him down, and this now is a free kick to Rewa in very promising position. Ravinesh Karan Singh, the captain for Stratum Construction Suva, not happy with the call. They have to make do with it anyways. John Alec as Ramzan and Molis Kagame, and appears so that Ramzan Khan is the one that is the guilty party this time. As we wait for the free kick to come. In fact, Rewa, Ajay Trading Rewa, they've done well. They look good both on and off the ball. The support play, those defenders running back, the midfielders to provide support in defense, and that is what wins you games. Not just what you do with the ball, but without it. And with the ball, it was Sataraki Hughes with the free kick going underneath the wall. Aquila Matai Suva did well. Positioning was good as the Rewa player moved away, taking advantage of that gap that opened up in front of Sataraki Hughes, the free kick. Now, little under 15 minutes to play, a quarter of an hour to go. Not a lot of time remaining, a lot of time management for Ajay Trading Rewa to do, and making use of the time, all the remaining time that they have. Stratum Construction Suva will need to throw in everything into this match if they are to get the equalizer. James De Oro, he will latch onto it, slow to get up, rolls one for himself to take. Hands, Romeo Takiata not happy with the call. He did have both his hands wrapped around the Rewa player. puts one in, headed away by Takiera. Ramzan. Seta. Ramzan tried the back heel once again. It worked for him in the first half. Not quite so in the second. Way too many calls now. That's the complaint from the Suva bench. Really getting the best of them in as far as keeping momentum, keeping the ball is concerned. Ivan Verevo. Now Rawanga. Kavaya, he lines one up. Adventurous drive really from Kavaya. Nowhere near the Suva goal mouth. With 77 minutes almost up now, Ajay Trading Rewa continues to lead Stratham Construction Suva by a goal to nil.
Rewa lead by 1-0, and they can continue doing that, taking attempts at the opposition goal and keeping possession and sending it away, while Suva needs to get back into this match if they are serious about playing the grand final tomorrow against Lambasa. They have to get possession, the shape and the structure right in this final 13 minutes.
Joe Moses, the 1-2 with Mollis Kagame, and then the clearing out Joe Moses. Samu Kautonga, the assistant referee, comes in quickly. They'll have a chat on the sidelines. I've got this under control is the signal from Ashwin, the match referee Ashwin Singh, as we watch once again Joe Moses coming out quite hard and physical. Samu Kautonga clearing him out. Free kick to come. Choeli Ranitu. Because of all his troubles, Samu Kautonga gets a yellow card. So he's into the naughty books as well now, alongside John Ellick, the two players to get a yellow for Rewa. Suva have 3 in the books, Takiata, Randringai and Makoi. And now if you're down by a goal to nil, that is not the kind of free kick that you try and play. Will Ramzan Khan set it right? He nods it on. Kawaya Rawanga has it well covered. Goal kick for Ajay Trading's Rewa. Now the Rewa bench has some movement, looking to make a change, and now at this stage of the game it's all about control. Established control, but taking full control of the match and sending in players that can help out in defense and prevent Suva from scoring. Turangalai light and headed back by Randringai. Takieta will push it all the way back to Matai Suva. Maryland. The header. Rewa will get it away. Amani, he has options. Goes for Ramzan Khan. Ramzan just outside the Rewa box. In comes the cross. Joe Moses underneath it. Does manage to control. Away out of the box now. Mollis Kagame. Mollis. And then he's pickpocketed by John Alec. Switching play now from the right to the left. Aipeli Valevao. Sliding tackle on him by Choeli Ranitu. Yosefo Verevo has Ivan Kumar for support, opts for Valevao instead. And then the cross, well blocked by Choeli Ranitu. Verevo. And then he will overrun the ball. In the process, Suva to come away with a goal kick. 10 more minutes remaining.
Entering into the final 10 minutes of this second semi-final, Rewa very much in control of things here, and they are now managing players, as we had said, two new players going into the field of play. Not new really for the job, but new for this semi-final number 2, as Madhuan Gounder and Bruce Hughes will go in. You can see Ivan Kumar working out there, and shortly there will be Josiah Sela coming out as well. So two fresh pair of legs going in for Rewa into this final 9 minutes or so.
Game management now coming into the fray for Rewa. Josiah Sela, huge responsibilities on him, getting the nod to start for Rewa. Did pay dividends with that climbing header, and his goal is what separates Stratum Construction Suva and Ajay Trading Rewa. It doesn't look like, with the way that this match is going, the slow build-up and the lack of urgency, we could say, from what we have seen thus far from Suva. And if this continues, the scoreline continues to stay, we will see Extra Supermarket Lambasa and Ajay Trading Rewa in the finals tomorrow. So the sea of red is what we will need to prepare for. It's interesting though, and you could talk about that week-long break that the two teams have had. I'm talking about Lautoka, Paradise Seafood Supplies, Lautoka, and Stratum Construction Suva. And they came out of their pools. We've talked about this earlier, but re-highlighting unscathed, 2 victories and a draw. 7 points each, but one of those pool winners have already kissed the tournament goodbye with that loss to Lambasa earlier in the first semi-final. And in this one, the other pool winner, Suva, is down to Rewa by a goal to nil. Less than 7 minutes, so now we can start counting down the clock as we wind down towards the end of the second semi-final for the 2025 pick. Fiji, in fact, Merrill Land in frustration slams the ground as he lost possession, lost control of the ball. Kawaya Rawanga. Madhuan Gounder, one of the 2 fresh pairs of legs on the pitch for Rewa, and the other one committing that foul, Bruce Hughes. Madhuan Gounder on Dave, and then Bruce coming in with that push. That is what it comes down to when the push comes down to shove. Joe Moses, the leading goal scorer up until this point in the tournament, looks on. Will that tally be cut short, or the journey be cut short? Would have definitely loved to play the finals tomorrow, Joe Moses. Right now, all the hard work for Suva to do. Ramiro Takieta and Amani McCoy lining this one up and leaving it for Amani, and you'll know it from the reaction in the crowd. That did not go well for Suva. Gabrieli Matanasinga, he has done well in defense. One of the 2 central defenders alongside Samu Kautonga. Takiata quickly. McCoy gets the better of Madhuan Gounder, but John Ellick still putting that pressure. Ramzan, Merrill Nand, and it touched him on the way out the ball. So Rewa with a throw in, Dillon Shankar. Gavi, Dillon away from Dave. Vervo, but headed away by Turangalalai. Ramzan trying to keep it in the field of play. Madhwan knew it was already going out. Another change for Suva. They are pulling out Ravinesh Karan Singh, their captain. And now the captaincy armband switches to Dave Randringai as Peniasi Rotindara into the action now. Aquila. Not at all. Amani finds himself back with it. Joe Moses, Ramzan. Dave leaves it for Ramzan. Delon Shankar to contend with Dave. Madhwan. Dave walks in, still outside of the Rewa penalty box. Ramzan with a cross. Moses trying to get his head to it. Turangalai mistimes. Then now Rewa bring it away. Vervo looking for support. He has Bruce Hughes. Bruce. Takiara. Bruce. Vervo. And trying to set something up for Vallevo. Takiara. Now he loses the ball but manages to regather, and then his pass. Bruce, rather, Setareki Hughes taking a fall in the box. Vervo looking for a penalty, none given. Ramzan. This is where it will get heated up. The business end of the match. Little under 3 minutes remaining. More so 2 with the added time to be played on. Choeli Ranitu playing with fire. Aquila Matai Suva too. Ipeli Valevao does really well to get it away from 2 of those Suva players. Kavaya Rawanga. The cross on his weaker foot does get a good cross into the box. Headed away by the Suva defenders. Dave. Seta. Vervo thought about it, and now it does come away. Aquila Matai Suva though does well together. Underarm throw to Dave.
Rewa has gained a lot of momentum here, but Suva now looking for that equalizer from this man. But going back to the style of play that Rewa has adopted into this final few minutes of play is highly impressive.
Choeli Ranitu, no option there but to bring the Rewa player down. The referee knows. Time is of the essence for Suva. He wants play. He wants the play to continue and Rewa to get on with it quickly. Kavaya Rawanga, but he will take all the time he wants to. 30 more seconds and then we will know how many more minutes to be added on after the 90. Setareki Hughes looking for Bruce Hughes to run. And Bruce is signaling to Setareki. Well, that was too far away from me. I was looking for the ball to end up at my feet. Bruce, got to do some work as well. Wow, 8 more minutes. That's a lot of time. 8 more minutes to be played. Foul on Molis Kagame. Vervo this time called back for that. Ashwin wanting to have a chat with Vervo prevents that quick free kick being taken by Suva. 8 more minutes, 30 seconds of that played already. Added time for all the injuries we've had in this match, all the stoppages. So quite a bit of time, hefty amount of time added. Choeli Ranitu back. was looking for Takieta, who completely mistimed it, the bounce rather. And now Bruce Hughes. Bruce, he has support. Will he go for the support? And then finally, when the pass comes from Bruce, they had the chance to seal the game here. Joeli Ranitu though does well to clear. Ramzan. Joe Moses. Looking for the new, rather not the new man. This is Amani McCoy. Ramzan. Madhuan Gounder. Unable to get the ball away as Joe Moses. He was looking for that opportunity. He had the target at sight. But when that shot finally came in, he dialed the ringer from outside of the Rewa penalty box, well away from that. He measured it just up and over. James De Oro must be very relieved to see that go over the crossbar. Gabrieli Matanesinga. Vervo. Suva players need the ball now. This is not going to help if Rewa continues to poke it around. Slowing the game down, killing the Suva momentum. Ajay trading Rewa. They lead by a goal to nil. Poised for the finals tomorrow afternoon at HFC Bank Stadium, Suva. What a firecracker of a final that will be. Extra Supermarket Lambasa, and if this scoreline remains, Ajay trading Rewa. Joeli Ranithu. Poor one from him. Bruce Hughes gathers. And then his pass is not a good one. Rewa happy to just watch it go out of play. A defensive throw for Suva. Aquila. Ranitu. And that will be a foul on Ranitu. Bruce Hughes.
Around 5 minutes left before we can confirm who will meet Lambasa tomorrow in the grand final of Vic Fiji Fec 2025. Rewa just holding on now, and they say the best form of defense is to attack, and they are exactly doing that. And you can see it there on the screen, the seriousness, the agency, the commitment coming from the coach towards the players, ensuring that they do not sleep on the final few seconds here.
This is not what Suva want, and this is not where they want to be. Right close to their own corner flag. But Joeli Ranitu did take a big knock, and he's still on the ground. He is being attended to outside as the fans urge Aquila Matai Suva to restart play. Time is not on their side, and football many a times is not about the strong but the smart-minded, and Suva need to play it smart. Joe Moses gets away from Dillon Shankar, but Dillon had the better of Joe. Setting it up for Ramzan Khan, the back heel. Joe Moses across in the box. Gabrieli Matanisinga will head it away. Joe Moses. Again, Amani McCoy. Now Rewa, they will bring it out of the penalty box. Bruce Hughes on the counter. John Ellick making the run. Gets the pass from Bruce. Coming back and doing well. Peniasi Rotindara. Suva. Now this is the tit-for-tat time of the match where play will seesaw from one end of the pitch to the other. As Suva, straight-term construction, Suva looks for the equalizer. And Ajay trading Rewa look for the killer blow, but also to preserve that slender 1-0 lead. Joe Moses, he will earn himself a free kick, did well. Running away from Seta and Samu Kautonga. Bit of hands in there too.
Can Suva sneak in that needed equalizer? Some fans are walking away but looking back on the field again and then walking away a bit and then waiting for the delivery of the free kick to come in.
Waisake Navuning Asau Jr. He's now in, replacing the injured Choeli Ranitu, who had just come on in the second half. Waisake did get his name on the score sheet in the demolition of Nandi in the final pool game. He scored the goal number 5. But Suva in this match, they need their all-important goal number 1 to bring it level. This is a chance. Set play, Ramiro Takiata and Joe Moses. Joe it will be, and he sends it well and truly over the crossbar. He will get 3 points for that if he was playing for the Fijian Rewa. But now he is playing for Stratum Construction Suva. No points in the game of soccer. Already into the 98th minute. And time wasting. Gabrieli Matanesinga gets a yellow card. But he will be happy to take that. Does no harm to his participation in the final. Seconds now, winding down towards the end of the match. Gabrieli Matanesinga. He sends one into the Suva half. Bruce Hughes. Now he sets up Ipeli Valevao. Aquila Matai Suva thinks about it, but then remains. And the chop from behind did look like it could go either way. Ipeli Valevao and the Rewa fans, including the players and those on the bench, and you look at them, they know, well, they feel for them. The fourth official, Rakesh Chandra.
Heads off to the coach, Roderick. Look at them, the body language from him. He's ensuring that they are calm as they have got a job done almost, and they cannot spoil it that way.
They have the time on their side. They have the corner kick. They have the lead. And if that penalty call didn't go their way, they can forget about that. For now, they have the lead to defend. 98 and 33 played. We had Choeli Ranitu's injury, so there will be more time added on. Fiery few last seconds. And Roderick Singh asking his the bench, the guys on the bench to calm down. Hatni Utana, that's the call. And as they do so, the referee will point to the center spot. It's all over. And in the second semi-final of the Big Fiji Fest 2025, Ajay Trading Rewa as the fence. And the thanks to the Almighty up above. All that faith, the belief, faith does move mountains, and it did indeed for Ajay Trading Rewa with the Josiah Sela goal in the first half. They come on top in this match, the second semi-final. Stratum Construction Suva 0 and Ajay Trading Rewa 1. We will come back tomorrow when we join you for the grand finale of the Big Fiji Fest 2025. Extra Supermarket Lambasa and Ajay Trading Rewa will be trading blows in that match when they show up at HFC Bank Stadium for that all-important affair. The fourth time around, will that be